Kashmir Files, and some cinema houses' brazen efforts to derail the film. A brazen attempt by a cinema theatre owner in Goa to prevent people from watching the film, however, was thwarted by a group of cinegoers. Look at the way the guilty owner tried to defend himself.
ये आइनॉक्स मडगांव गोवा ये थिएटर है। तो इधर कश्मीरी फाइल्स ये जो फिल्म रिलीज हुई है उसके एक भी पोस्टर आपके थिएटर में आज के दिन तक क्यों नहीं है?
सर जो ये पोस्टर्स हैं और बैनर्स हैं जो कुछ भी आते हैं सर ये फिल्म डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की तरफ से आते हैं। तो
आपके पास फिल्म आई लेकिन पोस्टर नहीं है, बाकी सब
मैं चेक करके आपको बताता हूँ।
सुनो
ऐसा बात नहीं, चेक हम लोग करेगा ना समझ में आएगा।
हम पूरा थिएटर ढूंढ चुके हैं, सभी फिल्में यहाँ पे जो चल रही है हर एक का पोस्टर यहाँ पे लगा हुआ है, लेकिन इस फिल्म का पोस्टर यहाँ पे लगा नहीं है,
नीचे से ऊपर तक।
दूसरा, ये पहली बात है। दूसरी बात, जब 30 to 40% जब ये थिएटर अभी खाली है तो आपका पूरा बुकिंग क्यों दिखा रहा है?
नाम नंबर चाहिए उनका। नाम नंबर दे देंगे।
नेम्स किसने बुक किया था और उसका फोन नंबर हमको चाहिए। कब दोगे?
अभी चाहिए।
अभी चाहिए। अभी हमको डाटा निकाल के दे दो, हमको कल प्रेस में देने का है।
सर अभी क्योंकि बॉक्स ऑफिस क्लोज हो चुका है सर।
हम चुप नहीं बैठने वाले,
कल के लिए नहीं, अभी चाहिए,
क्योंकि ये बहुत बड़ा षड्यंत्र है।
नहीं सर
नहीं सर, क्या अपने भाइयों के साथ, हिंदुओं के साथ
सर 2 शो प्लान थे सर। हमने एक शो और बढ़ाया, ऐड किया सर। एक और शो ऐड किया, आज ही ऐड किया,
लेकिन
और मंडे से 5 शो किए इस टाइम।
लेकिन क्यों खाली है?
खाली था उनका, हमको नंबर चाहिए, नाम चाहिए, अभी चाहिए
सर। अभी सिस्टम
30 to 40% थिएटर खाली था और आपके सिस्टम में पूरा बुकिंग दिखा रहा है।
ऑनलाइन है तो
इंडियन रेलवे
अपने टाइम में सारे लोग आके यहाँ से टिकट ना होने के कारण चले गए, तो ये सच दिखाने में क्यों ऐसे ही हो?
कहीं से कोई ऐसा नहीं है सर। टिकट सबसे
कौन बुकिंग किया बताओ?
हमको एक्सक्यूज नहीं चाहिए, हमको चाहिए।
हमको एक्सक्यूज नहीं चाहिए, हमको ये क्यों हुआ इसका कारण चाहिए।
ठीक है सर।
तो कश्मीर फाइल का पोस्टर भी।
Yet, notwithstanding a section of media boycott, including the denial of the popular comedy show on Sony TV by Kapil Sharma, the film is apparently making waves at cinema halls across the state. Public outbursts look unstoppable as the gory genocide is being carried out by none other than Farooq Abdullah as Chief Minister of erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir. Watch how he is shedding crocodile tears while at the time of the organized genocide, which was carried out under his watchful eyes with the approval of Janata Party as well as Congress government.
समझते हैं कि बाहर से लाएंगे, बसाएंगे, हमारा नंबर कम कर देंगे, हम क्या सोते रहेंगे? हम इसका मुकाबला करेंगे इंशाअल्लाह। हम इसके खिलाफ खड़े हो जाएंगे। 370 को कहते हो खत्म करो, अरे करोगे तो फिर इलाहाब किधर रहेगा? अल्लाह की कसम कहता हूं, मेरे ख्याल से अल्लाह को यही मंजूर होगा, हम इनसे आजाद हो जाएंगे। करें, हम भी देखते हैं। मैं भी देखता हूं फिर कौन इनका झंडा खड़ा करने के लिए तैयार होगा। मैं भी देखता हूं, आप भी देखते हैं।
Time has come. Forgive and forget and save India. Save people of this nation. The Muslims, the Christians, the Hindus, the Sikhs, the Jains, the Zoroastrians, everyone who lives in this country. Let's work for them. Hell with my party and another party. Let's get together. How long are we going to suffer? How does it matter whether you're Hindu or not Muslim? We go to the same place. We die the same way. How does it matter? Karan, how long are we going to fight between ourselves and then think of the nation? It's too long. Forget, forgive, and let's go on. Please, let's work together to save this nation.
The suppression of information, which led not only to people in the rest of the nation to know the ground realities, but also rest of the world, from truth till the bravado Vivek Agnihotri brought out in the film Kashmir Files.
We are living like animals in the meadows. Charaga mein reh rahe hain. Nobody is taking care of us.
अच्छा you got tent
Our tents totally gone out of order.
In these squalid camps, some died of snake bites. The elders died of sunstroke. The others died of infections and diseases.
हम जब घर से निकले, अपने घर मकान छोड़ दिए, हमने सोचा कि हम कहीं भी चले जाएं तो हमारे सपोर्ट सभी हिंदू भाई करेंगे। लेकिन यहाँ आके ऐसे चला कि जैसे हम तन्हा में बैठे हुए हैं। ना तो हमें कोई पूछता है और सभी इस वक्त बोलते हैं कि बेहतर था वही गोली खाना, लेकिन यहाँ नहीं आना था।
We would like to draw the attention of the Indian masses as well as the world community to desist from giving any ex-party hearing in the Kashmir problem. The Kashmiri Hindu is necessarily a pertinent and aboriginal party to the Kashmir issue. From whatever angle this problem is addressed, the wishes, the interests and aspirations of this ethnic minority have to be ascertained and secured and enshrined in the Constitution of India. When internationally the bogey of repression in Kashmir is echoed in the World Forum, is there anyone to listen and look at what has become of this tribe of Kashmir, who have a strength of over 500,000 the world over? Is this how human rights are reckoned? Is this how the world's greatest and the largest democracy has turned a blind eye to over 1,000 murders of innocent, unarmed and helpless men, women and children which have taken place in the valley of Kashmir over the span of the last 1.5 years in the hands of this world-acclaimed, self-styled freedom fighters of Kashmir?
Yet, in spite of the best efforts by some governments to discreetly hold out oral threats, the film has created the needed impact from lakhs of people from across the country to raise their voice and demand for justice to the Kashmir Pandits and punish the surviving guilty mercenaries like Yasin Malik and Farooq Abdullahs. One such strong reaction has come from none other than the former AP Chief Secretary L.V. Subramaniam.
Congratulations to Mr. Vivek Agnihotri for a very gripping kind of a narration. It is not a story of the Mughal times or ancient India. It is just 2 decades ago. And most of us were deaf in this country. We were blind in this country. We did not know that one part of this country was weeping. It is such a shame. And whoever is responsible for this crime, they must be hanged from the nearest electricity pole. All the institutions in this country must bring these criminals to book. I am ashamed that even now the media, which talks about their freedom, is scared to highlight this story of the Kashmiri Pandits. I appeal to them that if they don't change their color, if they don't learn to be courageous, they would become irrelevant not before long. The media must wake up. They must open their eyes and see the reality. The academics must wake up. They must write fearlessly. The administrative systems must wake up to protect constitutional rights. I think they brought out very well how these institutions they were ruined in Kashmir, they are getting ruined in different parts of the country. What has happened in Kashmir yesterday can happen in the rest of the country either today or tomorrow. So as citizens, I think this movie is pinching us to wake up from our stupor and to open our eyes and see that we have to be enlightened citizens in this country if we want this country to progress. I'm very grateful for the screening, opportunity to see, and once again I am hanging my head in shame that I did not know anything about this when so much of destruction was happening right in our country. And I wish that we do justice to the pundits as quickly as possible. I appeal from here to our Prime Minister, who is the only hope to revive in everyone confidence to live freely in this country.
Interestingly, none other than the Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his displeasure over gory incidents that took place, and the people in power at the state as well as at the centre remained mute spectators to the Holocaust. He blames the political ecosystem as responsible. Maybe that's the reason why his government could abrogate Article 370 and 35A to ensure such communal cleansing is not repeated again. This is MS Purti for Orange News 9 TV.